Hey ladies. Okay, so I had to make a series of videos on common Beachbody coaching objections. And you guys, I love this topic because as you know, I'm a hairstylist, okay, at heart. I've been behind the chair for 13 years, since I was 20 years old. And I'm 33 right now when you're watching this video, but you might see this video, in a couple years down the road. But I'm 33 right now filming. I've been behind the chair for 13 years of sales experience. And the aversion to, being a salesperson is very real. Most people, it's funny because when we go through beauty school, they'll tell us in beauty school, they'll be like, honestly, only I think the percentage is like only 60, the percentage of who actually goes through beauty school and does hair is very, very low. I can't give you the exact stat, but it's really low. And honestly, it's because of the sales part of the job. And the sales part of the job, honestly, is very much so a mentality. So when you think of Beachbody coaching and you're watching this video because it is something that has came up for you, it may be something that could positively impact your life. And you're feeling, oh my gosh, I don't want to have to sell things. And one of my favorite concepts of this business is, we do share in this business. And I know that gets watered down because so many people use it for their marketing. Like, oh my gosh, we're not selling, we're sharing. And you scroll through your news feed and you see all this icky stuff on there and you're just like, I don't want to do that. And honestly, that is the number one reason why people say no to this, is because they've seen something on their Facebook that has felt very icky to them. And that is the truth. That stuff is out there. And, people are using those techniques for their business, which I'm not placing any judgment on that. But here's what I can share with you, just from my opinion from working behind the chair. Sales resistance is real no matter what industry you're in. Regardless if you see it on Facebook or not, if you come into the salon, you're going to experience resistance too. We get highly trained in the salon, at least we did, because I come from high-end salon life. So we are highly trained on how we, share our products. We get on this, and that education is the difference between an icky person and a person that's not. And it's how you position yourself, which if you're with a leader that knows what they're talking about, which insert Brandy, hopefully I can help you with some of those things, because honestly, resistance is everywhere to the sales community, but we get sold on things all day long. We sell our kids on concepts. We sell our husbands on ideas, and really that's all this business is. It's a way, you know what I mean? And if it's on your heart, it's for a reason. And I 100% believe that we can help so many people just by showing up and inspiring and just sharing our story. And when I talk about, the sales aspect of this industry and that aversion, like I said, I know you've seen things on your social media that have been like, I do not want to do that. And I would never, ever share with people like, oh, you should be doing that. You should be doing this. You need to do what feels right for you. And one of the tips that we would use behind the chair, which translates over to our social media when you're sharing, the products that you're passionate about or that have positively impacted you, is we share why. People buy your why. They're not actually buying what you're using. So when we're behind the chair, it's really interesting because I won't even show my client what I'm using. While I'm putting it on her hair, so say she's all cut, she's ready to be blown out, I start with using her mousse. And I tell her, I'm like, okay, I'm putting this in her hair and she's feeling it. And I start explaining, you know, oh my gosh, girl, you're going to get all these awesome benefits. And I start telling her what it's going to do for her. Like, I start saying, you know, oh my gosh, you know, this is just going to, you know, you're going to have all this volume. And I don't know about you, but in the middle of the day, if your hair goes flat, all you have to do with this product in there is like re-fluff. And, you know, she's instantly like, what are you using? What is this? She's asking me. And that's the beautiful thing about this business. If you are with the right people doing the right things, they're going to come to you and they're going to ask you, what are you using? And to me, that's why I got into this business, because I lost 100 pounds. And my life was so positively impacted just on that journey alone that it was on my heart to share. And so I share and people reach out to me. You know, just even watching this video, people are reaching out to me saying, you know, you have something that, you know, could positively impact me. Just down to a moose, you guys. And like I said, it's very normal for people to have resistance to that. But if you get trained correctly and you're with the right people doing the right things, you know, you're going to have success without being like this icky, pushy person. You guys, I was very successful behind the chair. And I never want someone to come onto my videos or come onto my page and feel like that what they contribute right now in their lives is not valuable. It's like, you know, me working behind the chair 100% is such a valuable career. It's a wonderful career. I got into coaching because honestly, it expanded my life. You know what I mean? When I looked at it, I felt like I could expand. And when I was behind the chair, I had some restrictions. So when I looked at this opportunity, I seen my world start to expand. And when you have that feeling, I honestly believe in my heart, in my faith, that you should follow that, because we're here to expand. We're here to make our lives better. And like I said, being a salesperson is a very common, it's probably the number one reason why people say no to this opportunity. But I am here to share with you, you know, Team Glam coaches. I call us Team Glam because honestly, I'm a hairstylist at heart. You know, I've been highly trained behind the chair to understand that if we educate and we share our story, we don't need to spam people with our products all over our Facebook page or our Instagrams. Like, there is another way. And when you share your heart in such a positive place, which if you're watching this, you have this, because like attracts like. And if you're watching this right now, I want you to know that you have something, because you wouldn't have come upon this video otherwise. You just wouldn't have. So, being a salesperson is for the birds. It's not real. You know, we recommend things to people all the time. And if people are reaching out to you saying, oh my gosh, girl, look at how your life has transformed, you share back what you've used, what community you're a part of, what people you're hanging around with. You know, these things matter. So you're not a salesperson and you're with people that are aligned with what you're doing. Go look at my Facebook pages, you guys. Go look at my Instagram. It's not going to be all full of spam. Always look into who you're working with. You know, see if my story even aligns with you. You know what I mean? Because that's so important, to be aligned with people that you're working with. And it's work happiness. Like, you don't want to work with people that you're not like. So go check out my social medias. See if it's something that would interest you. If you're on this video, it is. So just know that when you get into this business, there is no need to be a spammer or any of those, you know, negative things that you have seen on Facebook. You have seen them. I'm here to validate that. I had those fears in the beginning. I also had been trained on how to, you know, really educate on and share the why, because people always buy your why, not what you're using. Bye.